Hey everybody, it's Racer PS2 and Electronics Repair here. I had a couple parts consoles like I told you a long time ago from this great game store of high score video games. This one actually had no video. I found a board for it. Found a disk drive for it. I'm going to take a controller port out of here, because this is a 400R console. It was junk to begin with. The seller I was getting them from, because I gave him a bad review on eBay, has now blocked me from buying from him. And that was the only person in the United States that supposedly had them. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this one up. This was a 400C to begin with, it looks like. The U serial code. It's U5360794 PT code. This thing will focus. I saved you guys, spared you guys the putting it back together part, because wow, just wow, it was missing the buttons, button, ribbon cable, everything. I had to get a drive from Dennis. I had to get the board from Dennis. I already had a fan assembly for it. Yeah, there's no screws in it right now because we got to put a controller port in it. The laser actually works in the drive that Dennis has. I'm not going to replace it. But the case is in condition for its age. It's pretty damn good. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and get the... I already tested this off camera. It does have video now, and it does read all discs, even a DVD. I just can't play anything on it because got no input controls. So I've made the executive decision. Because remember on the last video, I did put a drive in this. And I'm going to make the executive decision to take said drive out. Notify the owner of the game store that anything with a Sanyo laser from now on is unrepairable. And that he's getting it back with a $100 repair attempt fee. It's to this day and age where you can't even get 400R lasers anymore. Without pissing, excuse my language, without having a pissing contest on eBay about where they're getting them from, and everything else. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the controller port out of this one. We're gonna swap it to this one. I'm probably gonna take the screws. Probably gonna take all the screw covers and stuff and swap them over to here. Take all the screws out of it, swap it over to here. And I'm probably going to put right 400R on it. And then the next time he needs a drive or something, I'll put it in that one. I'm going to let him know that I'm not taking 400Rs in anymore. Because it's not worth my time trying to find a, I don't know, $40 laser that I got to mark up to 80 bucks. That's if it works. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the controller port out of here, as I am not gonna pay $20 on eBay. You heard me right, $20 on eBay. Plus shipping to get one. I'll be right back. All right, folks, I'm back. We're gonna go ahead and hook this up. Get some power to her and some video to her. I have now made the executive decision that if they need disk drives, they're just going back. And if they're 400Rs and they need lasers, they're just going back. Those are mine. I don't have time to find disk drives for these anymore. They're basically, if you want a good one, they're going to be $60, $70, $80. So Yes, it does have power. I fixed the power supply on it. Well, pesky power supplies we fixed many, many times. Show you that it has video. Like I said, this thing was totally destroyed. I didn't want to sit here and bore you guys with like an hour-long video trying to show you. It had no video. Most of the time when the drive's not on these, the boards won't even boot because it's looking for the disk drive. There's a lot of factors with these. Contributing factors with these. It's really nuts. Sometimes they won't show a video if you don't have everything installed. Whoop. Like I said, like and subscribe, guys. Try to get quality content out. I'm trying to get these shorter videos, so. And look at that. Analog's on. Yeah, I tested this. Remember, that was out of that console. It's not going to be a parts console. The seller blocked me, so I can't get another laser from him. And I don't buy lasers from China. I don't. That's a gamble right there. You might as well order 20 of them because you never know what the heck you're going to get. It's going to be a loose bag. This laser is fully functional. I did not change it. It'll be reflected to that on the invoice.
U.S. Special Operations.
Go ahead and deploy. Yeah, I gotta fix them 3 too. And then I'm thinking this is it for the PlayStation 2s. They're gonna be over for a while. I gotta remodel my house. You'll probably see some footage of that, probably. We're gonna switch gears. I gotta get this house done. You're gonna see probably a total kitchen remodel and all that. We will do a review on that computer booter thing. I'll probably do that on a live stream, like I said. You can sit there and hang out with me on a live stream, and we can sit and play, watch you sit there and ask questions about.
Team, Commander, you must locate.
She's got rumble.
All right, team, you heard the lady. Let's lock it up and get moving.
See if she moves.
Let's not forget that intel suggests there are multiple patrols along the main.
And we'll get these resurfaced today as well, so that works. Go ahead and reset. Yeah, this thing was utterly destroyed by one of his former employees. I don't know what this deal was. I think he was taking parts out of PlayStations because he didn't know what the hell he was doing, so that they'd have stock. I said, you don't do that. You don't destroy these things. There's a CD. Like I said, another PlayStation 2 saved from the scrap heap. We're probably gonna do a video on that frickin' board back there. That's why I'm trying to keep that one for power supply and stuff, because I can use it for testing purposes on boards. Use it for mysterious parts ports it gives me and stuff like that. We're gonna try to fix the other G19 board with no power. I mean, no video. I think it's the resistor ICs on it. I think I can jack them from another donor board, like one with a bad system management controller. I got a couple G15s I can do that too, so. I'm just glad on that 39001 that we could, that 90,001 we could fix the rumble on that Super Slim. That was a pretty quick repair. It's pretty nice. Just needed a fuse.
Welcome to Ford Racing 3. Single player. Ford company.
I'm assuming that probably runs on other circuits as well. I'm not sure. I cannot find a 90,000 service manual to save my life, so it was never leaked, unfortunately. Computer Booter does use the service manuals if you can find them. It's kind of cool. This thing rumbles like a mofo. Check this out. Boom, boom, boom. Anyway, enough of that. Go ahead and reset. Sorry about the camera. Sorry about the blurriness. I usually don't film at this time in the morning. Because of the sunshine. So sorry about the glare. Like I told you, sea lasers are all in LA, so if you find a new old stock, like I found a couple up eBay that's in Minneapolis and local here.
Rage Racer.
I've been buying them from them, but they're not giving them away. That's what sucks. That's why as soon as I run out, I think I'm gonna stop refurbishing these because there we go. Because the fact of the matter is that
Racers, start your engines and let.
I've shown you all I know. I've shown you symptoms of what's going on with some of these.
3, 2, 1, go.
And to be honest with you, I've shown you everything I can, all my knowledge on these. I've been doing these for 10 years. I stopped for a while because, to be honest with you, there's no profit in these. There's people, YouTubers that'll buy stuff off of Goodwill, not do anything to them, and then want $130 on them. I'm not calling anybody out on that, but like I said, like and subscribe, guys. Each one of you guys hit that subscribe button. I'd be at 1,000 subscribers, so. But like I said, I'm not here to do this. This is just for informational purposes. I might put a little bit of gameplay videos up on when I'm playing stuff on the computer, but gameplay videos don't do really well, so. Like I said, if it doesn't play all discs, it's not good enough for me. This one seems to be okay. So And leave the laser alone, guys. Told you, G19s are really reliable boards. They really are. G19, G22. I'm gonna go ahead and just pick a random one. And there you have it. Another PS2 severely saved from the grave. When you gotta put a disk drive in it and a controller port and replace the board and find screws, my screw stash is really thin right now because of these parts councils he's been giving me. So I'd rather have a PS2 be saved than be parted out. Especially this one is the one I took the parts console for from the last video and stuck it in that shell. That one only had no power. You heard me right, it had no power. I fixed that power supply and put it in Chris Mash's PlayStation 2 that he said he hasn't had any problems with. So like I said, follow the eBay link if you want one. Hit me up on Patreon. Subscribe to Patreon. So I can do bigger and better repairs. I'd love to get into the PlayStation 3 scene with the A01s and start replacing 40nm putting 40nm RSXs on boards, stuff like that. I'd like to show you guys that process so that I can start offering that as a service. Because those are breaking more and more every day. And you can see them on eBay more and more every day. The A01 models. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and close this video out. And if you sat this far, I appreciate it. And see you on the next one.